My dear friend, if we are friends, and friends of God too, goodness, how can I be your guru? That would be absolute nonsense. And if I'm not a friend of God, how could I have the competence to be a guru? We are taught of God, no one else. The Son, we have it of Jesus, speaks only of God, doesn't speak of himself. Jesus is not pointing you to himself, he's pointing you to the Holy Spirit. That is your teacher, not Jesus. Friends are equals. When you're children, you defer to God. When you're an adult in heaven, thank God you don't need to. Because everything you want is in harmony with God anyway. That's why you came to earth, to this universe, etc. That you would be mature, spiritual being, grown up. Wow. Friend of God. How unspeakably wonderful. Love you, Dad. I remind you, you do not need to master theology to be right with God. What you will find helpful, rather, is whatsoever is good and lovely to think on these things. For your gratitude will escalate. Your joy, your hope, and your peace, your devotion, your love, grace, compassion, blessedness, creativity, wisdom and understanding, life eternal. You will become a friend of God. And you will become a friend of God because your God is well able to bring you there and loves you as his child. He's our Dad. Thank you, Dad. All these good things come from gratitude. Automatically. You don't have to work at it. I will have more faith. I'm going to be more compassionate. I'm going to be more loving. It just follows from appreciating everything around you. That you're alive, you can see, you can feel, you can speak, you can hear, you can converse, friendship with people, you can experience this fantastic world, the society you're in. You can sleep, you can get up, you can walk, you can move, you can breathe. I mean, you're much of the time free of pain. I mean, much of the time you're not starving to death by the grace of God, goodness of God. And you have the opportunity become friend of God. Utterly wonderful. By doing what? Just appreciating Him. You see, the greatest need in humanity is that desire to be appreciated, to be met. I need to be appreciated. You're made in the image of God. No wonder you feel it. There was nobody to appreciate Him. Nobody, just Him. That's a living death. Didn't like it. He resolved to create you and me to be perfect friends forever with Him and each other. How unspeakably lovely. Thank you, Dad. You see, it's like the kiddie growing up. They don't have to, add another millimetre today in order to meet some requirement, work hard at it and stress and do good at school, and you may find that extra millimetre comes, and eat good food, and that may actually put on the weight you want. No. It just keeps happening. Way beyond their understanding and even consciousness. They grow. From little people to becoming big people. And we do the same spiritually. It does help if you take in nourishment. What nourishment do you need? To be aware of all the goodness of God around you. Perhaps it's your home, your family, or some pets you've got, and perhaps it's all these things. Work and money and food and health and wow. Did you make all this? No. You found circumstances in which it all flowed to you. Wow. And we credit this to God. Well, yes, in a sense, yes. Good. Then your gratitude's going to grow, isn't it? In fact, I was so happy at some point in my life that gratitude was so strong, I needed someone to be grateful to. I thought, I need God to exist. That's funny. Never wanted God to exist before. What's happened to Marshall? Wow. And I was flying. Love you, Dad. Love you, Dad. Love you, Dad. I still am. There are a few gaps. But God comes to the rescue very quickly. Usually it occurs to me, perhaps I should be thanking Him for this difficulty. Self-hypnosis. Yes, is it? Oh, it's very good. I commend it to you. Try it. You'll be as balmy as I am. Bless you. Thank you, Dad.